question I commonly get after a lesson is, what's the easiest way for me to take care of my firearm on a day-to-day basis? And that's what I'm here to discuss with you today. You know, that answer can kind of depend on what kind of gun you have. If you have a pump gun, if you have a gas-operated semi-automatic, or if you have a break-open over-under or side-by-side. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is the break-open gun, because it's the easiest to maintain. Now, we've basically got three areas of concern. One is contaminants in the barrel from products of combustion, carbon, and also plastic residue. The next would be the exterior surfaces of the gun, which can actually get contaminants from your hand and your perspiration on the wood and on the bluing that over a period of time could damage the finish. The third is, what if you get rained on? We sure don't want to leave it wet. So here's my suggestions. The first thing we can do to make things a lot easier is to use a quality ammunition. The better ammunitions use cleaner burning powder. In addition, they use better quality plastic in the components, which don't leave as much residue in the barrel. The first step in the cleaning process is to remove the barrels from the gun, and it's quite easy on these guns. We want to make sure that the gun is not loaded before we do anything, so we're going to double check it. You can see here it's not loaded. There's several different ways that the forearm fastens on here. This is a Beretta, and you just pull a little lever, it'll come right off. Then we separate the barrel from the gun. At this point, we can look down the breech end of the barrel, and we can actually see that there's a little film in there. Now, the easiest way to clean the barrel is with a product that we call a bore snake. It's an old military idea, and it's actually a mop with a little brush build onto it, and you drop a weighted end through the breech of the gun and pull it through a couple times. I'll show you what it looks like. We have a little weight here, and then we have a mop with a brush on it. You don't need to put any chemicals on it or anything. You take the gun, you want to pull it through in the same direction that the shot's going through. You just drop it through the barrel, and when the little weight comes out on the other end, I just step on it, pull the barrel up, and pull it through a couple times. It'll come out clean. These things will last for years. When they get dirty, you can wash them. The next step, after we've done the interior of the barrels, is to clean the external surfaces, both the wood and the metal surfaces. It's always a good idea to have a nice, soft cloth. This one is silicone impregnated, but we're still going to put a little bit of lubricant on there to protect the metal surfaces from corrosion. We have a product here that's made for firearms called Ballistol that you can use on the wood and you can use on the metal. And we don't want to use much of this. We take this cloth and put a little spray on there, and then we'll just wipe down the exterior surfaces of the barrel and the wood or furniture. Our next concern would be, what if it rained while we were shooting? Most shooters will carry a little towel with them. If you don't have one, you can probably find a paper towel someplace when you're done. But we want to wipe all of the moisture off the exterior of the gun, in particular the parts of the gun that aren't blued. We want to make sure that they're clean, and again, we'll use a little bit of this Ballistol on a soft cloth to wipe down those surfaces. After that, a little bit of lubrication, and believe me, a little bit. Too many guns get over lubricated, and that lubrication eventually can harm the wood on the gun. We want to put a little bit of lubrication right on these pivot points. This is called trunnions on this gun, where the barrel pivots, and just wipe just a little bit on the exposed metal surfaces, and that's all we need. If you'll follow these simple steps every time you shoot and keep your gun cleaned and wiped down, your gun will last you for many, many years of reliable and enjoyable shooting. Thank you, and good shooting.